Well, what a podcast today.
Well, TikTok Tucker. I like it when they're things that you think sound like they should go together, but you make them in an unusual way and it could be a disaster. Spoiler alert, it wasn't.
Today was a yummy disaster.
I know. What are the chances?
Also, Bo Ryan is our mystery footy tipper. What have I done? I've just done a U and given it away.
The tribal drum is beating for this is what I ordered versus this is what I got.
Today is Are You OK Day. The president of Lifeline, John Brogden, will be joining us to talk to us.
And gets my ghoulies. We're getting closer to the end of the year. Someone's going to win $20,000 as our favourite ghoulie of the year. What did we get today?
Enjoy the podcast.
Right now, by the miracle of recording, we had so many requests for them to do it again.
Mistress Amanda.
Miss Keller. Amanda.
Doesn't work alone.
Wow, this is fantastic.
Her friend is in a back room making the tools of the trade.
I've heard them describe him as a drunken idiot.
Sorry, I've been drinking beer.
The legendary pirate Jonesy and Amanda the actress.
Hello, Wiggles.
Congratulations, Mandy.
We're on the radio right now.
What is it, you nutface?
Jonesy and Amanda, you're doing a great job.
You have no empathy for anyone but yourself, you giant tool.
Now's the time to hear good radio.
Sorry, a bit of a tongue twist there.
Jonesy and Amanda are here.
It's showtime, a-holes. We're on the air.
Top of the morning to you, Amanda.
How are you?
Great. I've just been setting up my time-lapse. I'm becoming time-lapse guy. I set up my little iPhone in the window of the studio overlooking the harbour.
Is it a different day today?
It is a different day. And then I team it up with a song that signifies the mood of the day. And then I put it on my Instagram and people are really liking it.
Well,
Digital Jenna's jealous. She's jealous. Digital Jenna is jelly about me being time-lapse guy.
Okay. What song's going to be today? Because it's a little bit gloomier today.
What do you think? Like yesterday I had Great Southern Land, ding, 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 and I don't know, what's the day?
A little bit cloudy.
A little bit cloudy. Anyway, that's something I can ponder.
Okay.
A bit later on.
Hey, you know how last Friday we did this?
The cost of living.
Petrol prices are heading back up. Grocery prices soar.
It's
I
ridiculous.
was looking for the jingle. Here we go.
And Amanda's.
Put it on the tab.
Give us the song.
Stu and Ryan practice this.
No. Well, we'll just listen to you crap on about
I was
this
just
time.
talking about being time-lapse guy. Maybe I should focus on the ticks and tacks of the show.
Put it on the tab. Last week on Friday, we gave away coffees.
Yeah.
Great success. This week, so tomorrow, we're giving away movie passes.
Movies? That's what you play.
Yeah. Have you two practiced? You should practice that.
I'm going to have to bring the ship round.
We've got a whole lot of Hoyt's movie vouchers up for grabs. We will reveal the location tomorrow morning. It's going to be at a Hoyt's somewhere.
Can I just ask you a question? Speaking of watching stuff, you've been watching Barry, the
I
TV
watched a few episodes
show
of Barry.
with Bill Hader and Henry Winkler.
Can I say, every morning you've come in and said to our team, oh, is anyone watching Barry? And every time people go, well, that's about 5 years old now, and no, we're not.
But I want a binge buddy. You know, when you talk about shows like Breaking Bad or Sons of Anarchy, and you go, oh, yeah, what about this? There's no one here that I can be a binge
That's
buddy
because
with.
the show has been, it's not, it's, I don't want to say this, but it's 5 years old.
It's not 5 years. It came out in 2022.
No, it's before then.
It's 2022.
You sure?
Yeah. Am I right? You watching
2018.
Barry?
It came out in
no,
2018.
It did not come up in 2018. Where are you getting these facts from?
My fact checkers straight from the debate.
Straight from,
I'm going to eat some cats and dogs.
You know, when you saw that cats and dogs thing, did you just laugh?
I thought wow, he's just lost it.
It all started, I followed Donald Trump on Insta and there was a picture of him on a private jet surrounded by cats and dogs. And I thought, what's the context here?
And there was a duck.
And then I was trying to work it out what the context was just by looking at the picture. And then I delved a bit further. And, you know, if you go into the comment section and Donald Trump's thing, it's a whole world. It's a whole new world. And then to see the debate.
To see that debate. And the fact checker said, excuse me, we've spoken to the governor of that area and no, there are no reports of pets being eaten. You know, what's going on?
Remember that time on Neighbours when the only time they put an Asian family on Neighbours, they accused it of eating the dog.
Yeah. At least we had the right, at least we were outraged.
We were outraged. We have an action-packed show for you today. It's Thursday. I noticed there's a microwave in the studio. What does that mean?
It means it's TikTok Tucker. We're doing it after 6:30 this morning. It's something that there's two items that are normally delicious, but we're cooking them a different way, so I'm intrigued to know what they'll be like.
Do we have to put the microwave in so early? Poor old Tash Lee had to come in and cook her porridge in our studio.
Well, she can come and do it while we're on air.
Also, Instagram makes its return. We gave away cash yesterday, and we can't do anything until we do the Magnificent Seven.
Which brand, this is question 1, has a logo that is famously a tick?
Jam Nation. We have for you the Magnificent Seven. There are 7 questions. Can you go all the way and answer all 7 questions correctly? If you do that, Amanda will say...
I'll say, because I don't know if we mentioned this enough at the top of the show, we're talking about time lapses, we're talking about all kinds of things, Barry, is that there's going to be, put on the tab tomorrow, movie tickets are on us. We'll tell you tomorrow morning which Hoyts we'll be at.
Put it on
the tab. Let's get the jingle happening.
Put it on the tab. Put it on the tab.
Good, I like that jingle.
Ash is in Penrith.
Hello, Ash.
Hello, Amanda and Jonesy. Good morning to you both.
Good morning.
And to you, Ash.
Here's question 1. Which brand has a logo that's famously a tick?
That's Nike.
That's the one.
True or false? There's a type of penguin that partakes in a proposal ritual where the male will offer a pebble to the female in order to court them. So cute.
I think this is true.
It is true. Why would I make that up?
It's the Gentoo penguin. And that's what they say it is when they call it pebbling. That's what that penguin act is, pebbling.
Yep.
And that's what they say we do. That's what psychologists say when we send each other memes and things like that. Rather than being irritated that someone sent you a meme, see it as a nice pebbling thing. It's saying, I'm thinking about you and I care about you.
I like when you send me memes.
Yeah.
You send me a lot of memes, except when I was on X, because I'm not on X. Not because I have a big stand against them or anything. I just can't do the password. It's head-crushingly long.
Well, enjoy my memes. It's called pebbling. Let's play Riff Raff.
Yeah, any old riff raff backstage.
Oh, riff raff everywhere. Got you, I understand. Got to keep out the riff raff.
Which song, Ash, has this riff?
Yeah.
It's Cake. No, it's Going the Distance. Is it Cake?
Yes, it is.
Yes.
Thinking about social media, have you seen that whole thing of is it cake?
Yeah.
Things that have just made to look like people eating their own arms and things like that because they're made of cake. I find it hugely distressing. It's too much.
King Charles and Queen Camilla will visit Australia next month for the first time since taking the throne. When was the last time a head of state came to visit? Was it A, 2000, B, 2011, or C, 2017? So this is a head of state.
I'm going to say 2017.
No, sorry, Ash.
There
Wasn't
we have it.
2017.
Question number 4 of the Magnificent Seven. Do you know the answer? What year was it? Head of state. Was it 2000 or 2011?
Jonesy and Amanda. Jam Nation.
Podcast.
WSFM. Hello there. It's Jonesy and Amanda. Raw or 4 if you've seen Katy Perry lately.
Do you think?
Yeah.
It's interesting.
Right on.
She said recently that if, and I won't say it in her words, that, you know, if she comes home and the house is clean, the pantry's been cleared and the doors are closed where they should be, all the cupboards, she said, I will pleasure my husband all night long.
No.
That's the stuff that women like. And he responded by saying, he sent a tweet saying, I've done the housework.
Fair enough.
Interesting, though, because she's making this big comeback. Some people are saying she's trying to be the Hawk Tour girl.
Oh,
she's sort of pitching
really?
herself as the sexy, viral young woman. And because her album's not doing as well as she was hoping.
I don't mind that Woman's World song, I think. It's all right. Sexy Hawk Tour girl. That's crazy. You want to be the viral woman. Who wants to be a viral woman?
No one wants viral in anything about yourself.
We're into the Magnificent Seven. We seem to be bogged down on question number 4. King Charles and Queen Camilla will visit Australia next month for the first time since taking the throne. When was the last time a head of state came to visit? It was either A, 2000 or B, 2011.
Let's see if Dale in Waterloo knows. Hello, Dale, over to you. A or B?
What? Morning, guys. How are you?
Dale?
Very well.
2011, I'd say.
It was 2011. Yeah. It was the Queen and the Duke of Edinburgh were here at 2011. And King Charles and Queen Camilla, that's what we call her, yes. They're going to be here from the 18th to the 23rd of October. Pop it in your diary. Apparently they're going to have a sausage sizzle, I saw as one of the things.
Of course they are.
Well, his fingers better not be confused.
Camilla will be chomping on that. Because she likes to get on eating stuff. Have you noticed that?
Well, they always have to eat stuff.
Yeah, no, but there's a lot of stuff. Camilla seems to like ice cream. She's always eating an ice cream.
Is she?
Yeah. And it's always dribbling down her face. You know,
I think she's the one who's apparently the easy person to talk to.
Yeah.
She's supposed to be a good person to have a conversation with.
Yeah, she looks like a bit of a goer.
I think she's a goer.
I think she's a full-on goer. Voiced by Jerry Seinfeld, the character Barry B. Benson is talking what?
Is A talking what?
Is A talking what?
Barry B. Benson
Yeah.
is a bee.
He's a bee. He was the main character in the Bee movie. Question 6. To boast about your own achievements is to blow one's own what? Hello, Dale. You still there?
Yeah, sorry.
To boast about your achievements, you're going to blow your
Dale,
own
are you
what?
doing something else, Dale?
I think
We
he's
keep-
Googling.
What are you doing?
Blow your own horn?
No.
No, Dale.
Blow your own
it's
horn.
not blow your own horn. Andrew, if you're going to Google, just do it discreetly, okay?
Hello, Andrew. How are you?
Good, how are you?
Very well. If you're boasting about your achievements, you're blowing your own...
Trumpet.
Yes. You're blowing your own triangle?
Which American pop singer known for keeping out of politics has now endorsed Kamala Harris as president?
It happened yesterday. Big news.
Taylor Swift.
Taylor
There it
Swift,
is.
on behalf of all the single cat ladies, she's done it.
And then she put on a bib and a knife and fork and started eating that cat.
Only in
Congratulations.
Springfield, apparently.
Congratulations. You won.
Santa's little helper's scared.
You've won the Jam Pack. It's all coming your way. A double pass to John Stevens, A Night at the Barracks, live concerts in Manly this spring, an Aqua Splash party for 10 at Cable's Wake Park and Aqua Park Penrith. The most fun you can have in and out of the water. Plus, Jonesy demanded character tours for you to colour in and some Stadler pencils. Andrew, anything you'd like to add?
Go the doggies.
Oh,
Go the
big
doggies.
weekend of
Who are the
footy.
doggies playing this weekend, Andrew?
We got Manly again.
Yeah. Well, how did you feel about last week? It was a little bit underwhelming from the doggies. I was a little disappointed.
Is Josh going to be playing?
What about Josh Adokar? Josh Adokar.
Is he playing?
No comment. No, he's not playing.
Okay.
Well, good luck to the dogs.
No comment. He's not playing.
Jonesy and Amanda.
Sam Nation.
Podcast.
Wake up, people. Up and at 'em. Time to go to work.
I don't feel like working today. Can I just stay in bed?
Thumbing through the Jalmanac Big Book of Musical Facts on this day in 1989, Aerosmith released their hit Love in an Elevator. What a banger. Good timing because Joe Perry turned 74 on Monday.
Happy birthday, Joe.
Did you-
I can't believe I didn't send him a card.
Did you give him a gift?
No.
Well, let's go back to when he turned 50 and Slash gifted him the best present in the world.
2 cards?
2 cards. Who wants 2 cards?
1 card's bad enough.
You get a card, you go, well, what
Open
else
the
is in
card
here?
first.
When Aerosmith broke up briefly in the early 80s, they fell on hard times. They were big in the 70s. You might remember in the 80s. So to make ends meet, Joe Perry sold his Les Paul guitar. And after many years of when he got the money back again, he thought, I've got to get that guitar back. And then he spotted it in a guitar magazine. The problem was it was part of Slash from Guns N' Roses' collection. Joe Perry picks up the story.
And I knew it was getting in the way of our friendship, and I said, "Look, I'll never ask you about it again, man. If you ever want to sell it back, just give me a call, whatever. But I'm not going to bug you about it." And at my 50th birthday, Cheap Trick was playing. They came in to play, and I sat in with them. And in the middle of the set, my guitar tech walks up and hands me this guitar, and it was the guitar, and Slash gave it to me.
And no card attached.
You can hear his jewellery in the background, can't you? Unless that was his teeth.
Okay.
Happy birthday, Joe.
Happy birthday. And let's whack on Love in an Elevator.
Still going to give him 2 cards.
Jam Nation.
You hungry?
Starving. It ain't what you do, it's the way that you do it.
Ever fancied a mouldy, bacteria-infested slab of meat?
Not a bad duck of that.
Just fall off the bone.
That's what gets results.
Don't eat too much, though. Tends to give you diarrhea.
Now, we're making this from TikTok. This is one of those recipes that could be great because the taste of the 2 things are great, but we're going to cook it in a microwave. So I don't know if that's going to wreck it. I'm talking about pancakes and bacon. You're a big pancake eater, Brendan, aren't you? And you like bacon with it and maple syrup and all the
I
rest
like
of
the
it.
Canadian breakfast. You get the pancakes, you get the bacon, you get the sausages.
You get to say a boot.
You get to say a boot.
All right,
and
well,
a
step
cholesterol
1.
tablet.
What
are you doing there?
What do you mean?
You're putting...
I'm making the pancake
But you're
mix.
putting sparkling water.
No, it's still.
Still.
So I pour this to the top.
That's that Victoria expensive water. and you're just putting it in the pancake mix.
Oh.
What, have we won the lotto?
Okay, Gramps.
I'm just saying, it's because he lives. You're just throwing money around.
So what I've done is I'm making the pancake batter, which is adding the water to the mix.
Shake it up.
Shake.
Shake it. Oh, yeah.
How long do you have to shake these for?
You've got to shake it more. You got to get in there. Go on.
How about that? Is that enough?
Nah, give it a go.
Oh, well, okay. How about 9 o'clock? We might be ready.
Come on.
Oh, what do you reckon? Is that enough?
Just a bit more.
How about that?
I can watch that all day.
Brendan, you make this very difficult for me. All right, so is that our pancake mix done? What I do now is I get a plate and I've got some grease-proof paper because you get a wad of butter and grease the bottom of your plate, which I'm doing now and I've done now, okay? That's done. Attractive. I now put, obviously, the blob of pancake mixture.
Uh-huh. There it goes on the plate.
There it goes on the plate.
Good.
What I now do is I top it with some bacon. I've taken the jewels off because bacon makes your hands stinky.
Yep.
And it's just, you don't pre-cook the bacon. It's just raw bacon.
Yep.
And you put the strips of it down like this. Oh, it's a bit wet. Oh, that's what I'm intrigued about, as to whether this all remains just a wet mess or if it crisps up and is delicious. So.
You're making a lattice pattern.
I am. So we agree that that's that, right? So what happens now? Let me check. I've poured the pancake mix.
Yep.
I've put my bacon slices in. Now we put this into the microwave like this. That bacon mix looks very thin, doesn't it?
Pancake mix, you mean?
I put this into the microwave.
Yep. The microwave.
For 4 minutes.
4 minutes.
And then I flip it.
Okay.
So it's going in for 4 minutes.
Right out. So,
go.
okay.
So that's in for 4 minutes. We flip it over, give it another couple of minutes, and then apparently it's a very easy and delicious way to make pancakes. To make pancakes, let's call it that.
Jonesy and Amanda.
Jam Nation.
You hungry?
Starving. It ain't what you do, it's the way that you do it.
Never fancied a mouldy, bacteria-infested slab of meat?
Not a bad tucker,
Just fall off the bone.
That's what gets results.
Don't eat too much, though. Tends to give you diarrhea.
wow, it smells good in here.
It does, doesn't it?
Smells like Canadian cooking.
I've flipped the pancake. Let me turn it off because I think it's burning. Hang on. What we're making are pancakes and bacon. Nothing unusual about that. So we put our pancake mix there. We just put raw bacon on the top, put it in the microwave.
Yep.
After 4 minutes, flip it, cook it for a few more minutes, and let's see if it's a wet mess or actually if it's going to be okay.
You mix the pancake mix. It's one of those bottle mix things, and you use San Pellegrino water. Have we won the lotto or something like that?
Here we go. You ready? Nothing but the best for Ryan.
You seem to be shelling out big time.
Here we go.
Okay.
Are you ready?
Yep.
Let's cut it and see what we make of it. It looks okay. The bacon is cooked, but it's not crispy, obviously.
Yeah, of course.
But
It doesn't look like what it was. You've done a bit of a Burger King Hungry Jack's thing on us. You know, when you see the burger and it doesn't.
Yeah, it's
in
like
real
your
life.
promotional photos. Let's just slice this up and we'll see what we make of this. Okay. Oh, look, it's cutting. I thought it might just flop apart.
Yep.
But I've been able to cut it up. So, Ryan, look at this. Here's a piece for you.
We got some maple syrup there.
Oh, do you want some maple syrup?
Yeah, can I have a lot?
All right, dear.
That's too much.
Oh, here you go. Pass that one to your father, if you like. Okay, one for you, Brendel.
Thank you.
Brendel. Here you go.
Right, yeah.
That's for your mate. And one for me here. I'm just going to eat it straight off the plate here. When I say 3...
Do I get a fork?
Yes, you do.
Oh, yay.
Okay, ready? Let's all hoe in and see what we make of it. I'm going to use knife and fork because I'm a foxy lady.
Okay. Well, it looks great.
Yeah, it does, doesn't
and
it?
Really, this took us, what, a Real McCoy song and an ad break? Oh, yum. Oh, my God.
Do you think?
What do you mean? Are you joking?
Is the pancake a bit doughy?
No, that's what pancakes are.
Yeah, but you don't normally cook them in the microwave.
No, that's good.
What do you think, Ryan?
You make that all day. That's really good.
That's great.
Really? And is the bacon cooked enough?
We
I feel like, because normally if I was going to eat the bacon on the side, this is me talking with my mouth open, full, it would be crispy.
You know what it is? It's just great. Easy to make. It's team success. We could get a caravan, put a microwave in it, Get some of that mix and some bacon, and you're selling this all day.
I stopped listening when you said caravan. Well, there it is.
What you do, it's the way that you do it.
Never
Porky
fancied a
pancakes.
mouldy, bacteria-infested
Yibbity, yibbity.
slab of meat.
Not a bad tucker, though.
Just fall off the phone.
That's what gets results.
Don't eat too much, though. Tends to give you
That's what I
diarrhea.
love about TikTok Tucker. You see it and you think, that's not going to work. And it actually kind of did.
It works.
Okay, we'll have all the incredible details of this very intricate recipe on our social.
Jam Nation.
Right now.
Who wants some free money?
Instant.
Coin, cash.
I like the sound of that.
Jonesy and Amanda's
Instagram.
This is what you want. This is what you get. 10 questions, 60 seconds on the clock. You could pass if you don't know an answer. We'll come back to that question if time permits. You get all the questions right, $1,000.
That's what Jacob from Ingleburn did yesterday.
He did it.
We said, do you want to double your money? He said no, he was happy to go with 1,000, but we tortured him by making him answer the bonus question anyway, which he did get right.
It was so easy.
Well, it's not always,
I
as
can't
we
remember
know.
what it was because it was so easy.
It's not always the case. We have 10 questions, 60 seconds. Let's see how you go.
Kylie's in Karela.
Hi, Kylie.
Oh, hi. How you going?
Very well. Kylie, what we usually say is if you're not sure, say pass, because we often have time to come back, but if you blow it, okay?
I understand. Thank you.
Kylie, good luck, because here we go. Here comes question number 1. How many hours are in a day?
24.
Question 2, in what state would you find Broken Hill?
New South Wales.
Question 3, what is G'day short for?
Hello.
No.
Good
It's
day.
short for good day.
It's good day.
Good day. I don't.
I know what
I
you mean.
know.
We say
It's
good day
meaning like,
instead of
yeah.
hello, but it's actually short
Yeah.
for good
Kylie,
day.
that's a trick question.
Oh, that's a silly sausage.
Oh,
Kylie, you're not a silly sausage in our eyes.
$100 to go and buy some sausages.
You?
Sorry,
Thank you.
Kylie.
No, not at all. Thank you.
I hate when that happens. But
You
what
know
can
else?
you do?
What can you do?
Jonesy and Amanda.
Jam Nation.
podcast.
There were so many memes around regarding Donald Trump's bandage on his ear after the assassination attempt. And the one that made me laugh the most, I'm not laughing the fact he was shot, not at all, but the memes there were some memes that were amusing. One was he had that bandage on his ear and someone said, when you order a pillow from Temu.
Because it's always
what
smaller.
you think you're ordering and what
Yeah.
you get are two different things.
This is what you want, this is what you get. That's what happens.
This woman an Australian woman, has taken to TikTok to tell us about a lamp that she bought that was shaped like a croissant, or a lamp she was given.
So I got this Temu lamp as a gift from my sisters, and I had it in my room, and I came home from work after the hot day and there was like hundreds of ants underneath it. I'm almost wondering if this is a literal real croissant covered in resin. Hang on. I guess there's one way to truly know. It's literally food.
It's literally food.
It was a croissant that was just covered in resin and it was sold as a croissant lamp. There was sort of some mechanism inside it. But it was actual food.
Well, that's a fire hazard.
Oh, it's also a rotting hazard, an insect hazard, a hazard. And the fact it got shipped into Australia, if that went through border security, it'd be in trouble.
My daughter some time ago ordered it was supposedly a personalised life-size pillow. So she had a picture of herself dressed up as a little sexy Santa. This is for her boyfriend.
Oh, okay.
And it's not for me.
Oh, well, I didn't know who it was for.
It's for her boyfriend for
Life
Christmas.
size.
Life size. So it's a picture of her with little elf hat on.
Cute.
And little sort of mini skirty thing. And it was supposed to be about 4.5 feet at least tall. It arrived, it was literally 4 inches.
So it was the smallest pillow you can imagine.
I don't know, you'd use it for a pillow for a gnat. If they needed to sleep. It was the small. And I said, that's just Temu. What do you expect?
What do you expect?
Remember that Sex Pistols poster? I ordered this one and it had Sid Vicious dead at the age of 21. It was a New York Post sort of
banner.
Yeah, and I went, oh, that's great. It was this sticker and it was literally supposed to be, I thought, about 2 by 3 foot. You know, I thought this is going to be great. It was 2 by 3 inches. It's tiny.
Oh, women know the disappointment. Well, the tribal drum is going to beat for this. What I ordered versus what I got.
Yeah.
This is what you want. This is what you get. This is what you want. This is what you get.
Yeah.
Have you been disappointed with your online purchases? How hilarious have the discrepancies been?
Jam Nation.
Not that I like giving TikTokers any oxygen, but this TikToker ordered a croissant lamp online.
No, it was given to her as a gift and she woke up one morning and it had ants all around it. And she thought, why would there be ants? It can't really be food, can it?
Mm-hmm.
She broke it open and she ended up eating it. It was just an actual
was
croissant
food.
covered in resin.
And it was from Temu. A lot of stuff you order from Temu is not what you expected. Let's be fair about
So
that.
the tribal drum is beating for...
This is what you want. This is what you get. Lauren has joined us.
Hi, Lauren. What was it?
Well, I ordered, the very hungry little caterpillar, the lovely kid story.
Yeah, what a cute character.
Well, yeah, so you're supposed to get this, you got the book and you got a toy to be with it. It arrived, the toy was the size of the dining room table. It was 2 metres long. I couldn't post it. I had to wait till my nephew came up from Victoria to give it to him in the car.
Yeah, because it's huge.
So was it vacuum sealed when you got it?
Yeah, and I just went, what the hell? I opened, and it was just the length. It was the length of a dining room table. It's the big joke now about when Lauren buys something, buy big, but go hard, buy big. But,
Wow.
it's ridiculous.
Because normally his story is the other way, that you'd buy something expecting to be that size and it's tiny. That's weird.
You said it was vacuum packed, Amanda. Do you have some sort of prior knowledge about this?
No.
Is it like one of those mattresses you buy and you cut them and they go poof?
And the minute they're out, there's no way ever you can get them back in.
It's like when you open up one of those rescue life rafts on a plane or you're dating a real housewife of Sydney.
You'll never
And
get
you
them
get 'em
back into
home.
that small shape
Poof.
again. When the shapewear comes off, it's all there.
I like how Lauren referred to herself in the third person as well. Natalie has joined us.
Hi, Natalie.
Hi, guys. Amanda, it's very interesting that you mentioned shapewear because I was going to a wedding and shapewear these days can be quite expensive. You can pay upwards of $100 for a good one.
Right.
So I thought I'm going to cheat the system and I'll jump on. I can't remember if it was Shein or Temu.
Mm-hmm.
And they were shapewear, but they were just underpants that went up really high.
So there's no sucking inabilities?
No, they do. They go up to underneath your breast.
Yeah.
So they sit up really high, and I've watched a million videos, and I'm like, oh, that girl's twice the size of me, and look how good she looks, I'm doing it.
Yeah.
So I jump online, I get myself a pair. They look like they were big enough to fit my 6-year-old daughter. So part of me thought, oh, this isn't going to work. The other part thought, wow, they're really going to suck me in.
Yeah, right.
So I squeezed into them, got them on. The minute I made any kind of movement, the bit that's supposed to sit under your breasts rolled all the way down to halfway down, and then the flab just rolled out, and I gave muffin top a new definition.
So you not only had your own muffin top, you also had that roll down from the materials. It looked like you had 2 rolls of fat around your middle.
Absolutely horrific.
Did you wear it to the wedding?
No way.
No.
So, Natalie, you did get sucked in, but not in the way.
Not the way you were hoping. Oh.
Jonesy and Amanda.
Sam Nation
Podcast.
Are you ready to go?
Let's go. Go. Here, go for landing. Let's go, you dumb idiots.
A woman has taken her gripe to TikTok, that's new, to complain about a gift that she received.
So I got this tea-made lamp as a gift from my sisters, and I had it in my room, and I came home from work after the hot day, and there was like hundreds of ants underneath it. I'm almost wondering if this is a literal real croissant covered in resin. Hang on. I guess there's one way to truly know. It's literally food.
Yeah, it was a croissant that had just been coated in resin, sold as a lamp.
That's what happens with the online world we're living in now. This is what you want, this is what you get.
That's what the tribal drum is beating for.
This is what you get. This is
What you want and what you get aren't always the same thing.
Mm-hmm.
Hello, Roanne. How are you?
I'm good. How are you guys?
Very well.
Great.
What did you order and what did you get?
Well, here we go. Okay, so my daughter had a show and tell art fair, science fair thing, and I thought, beauty, I'm going to order a spaceship off Temu, and I thought, we're going to build it, and it's going to be great, and, well, it came, and we were halfway building it, and I thought to myself, geez, this looks very peculiar and familiar. It looked like a male appendage. It had the pink top, and it had the rocket shape, and it had the brown hubs at the bottom. And my daughter was like, "Oh, well, Mum, I'm going to take this to school for show and tell." I went, "Hell no, you're not." No. And I thought, I'm going to take a picture of this, and I thought, no, because the minute I take a picture of it, Google's going to go, beauty, XXX, XXX, you're going to go on the R-rated, website. Yeah, it looked like a male appendage. And
I loved your
even
description.
had the pink top.
A pink top and the brown hubs. I liked your description.
He's got brown hubs. I'd love to see a picture, though.
Oh, that's fantastic. Thank you, Roanne.
Sasha has joined us.
Hi, Sasha. What did you order and what did you get?
Hi, guys. I ordered a beautiful outfit for a wedding on the Wish website, clothing website, and when it came, it looked like it was an outfit for a Barbie. I think it was like literally meant for a Barbie doll.
It was that small?
It was that small. My daughter now uses it to dress her Barbies.
Whoa. So this is human clothes.
You were going to wear it to a wedding and it actually came the size for a doll.
That's crazy.
Yes.
Okay.
Oh,
Can you believe that?
I'll never fit into it. Wow.
Thanks, Sash. Darren has joined us.
Hello, Darren. What did you order?
My daughter, we're going away, and my daughter ordered a carry-on case because she hasn't got one and she loves Hello Kitty. So she ordered a Hello Kitty carry-on case. And then it came and all it was a cover and not the case.
Oh.
So then I got, okay, well, you know, we'll get you a case. We got the case. We just went down to the local shopping centre and bought one. We come home, we put it on, which was a nightmare to put it on. And then my daughter goes, Dad, how do you open the case?
Oh.
You can't even open it. You can't open it. You got to rip it off just to open the case again.
Oh.
Yeah, it's pointless.
Oh, it's the opposite of useful.
Bring back the trading post.
Tell him he's dreaming.
Caveat emptor, as they say.
Jonesy and Amanda. Jam Nation Podcast.
Let's get on down to the Jonesy and Amanda Arms at 7:45. The pub test today, banning laptops in cafes. Does it pass the pub test?
We've all seen people do this, and people who are now working from home, they set up with a laptop in a cafe, take up a table and don't order much but stay there for hours. A cafe in the UK has banned laptops at lunchtime on weekdays and all weekend to clear the room for customers who are going to spend more money than these remote workers. It means we've all seen it with people sitting there, sitting on one coffee for hours and hours and hours.
I've been a part of it. This woman once proposed it. Proposed. Now, once every couple of years, someone says, let's make a motorbike show. We want you to be a part of a motorbike show. So I met with this woman in a cafe. She had a laptop set up there and I could tell as soon as, when you get to a meeting, you think this ain't ever happening. So I sort of indulged her a bit. I said, okay.
She was 6.
Yeah, and I did a test, just a litmus test to see if she was for real. I said, because we had a coffee and she had a milkshake. And I said, do you want me to get this or do you want to get it? And she goes, that'd be great if you got it. And I went, okay, she's got no money. So I went to the guy and I said, I'll get the coffee and the milk. And she goes, who is she? And I said, I don't know. And he goes, she's been here all morning.
Yeah.
And all she's had is a milkshake.
Yeah.
And I went, oh.
Thank God you came and ordered a coffee.
She's a time waster.
Well, my dad, in a period of time in his life, he'd been a financial advisor and bits and pieces, and he ran a cafe, owned and ran a cafe for a little bit of time. And it was in a shopping centre where there's a lot of older people. And some people would come in, all they'd order is a cup of tea and stay there for hours, but some people just brought their own tea bag.
Oh,
so Dad just had staff who had to wash the cups and all of that. So, you have to think about the cafe owner through all of this. Other people are saying, look, I know every establishment has its own rules, but this policy is restrictive. What about people who are travellers?
Oh, yeah.
And want to keep up to date with, linking in with
What if Bill
their
Gates
friends?
comes in with his laptop?
What if he does? And other people just looking for a cosy corner to work in. Is it fair to restrict this? Banning laptops, and bear in mind, it's not an outright ban. It's at lunchtime on weekdays, all weekend. Banning laptops in cafes, does it pass the pub test?
Jam Nation.
I like football, he likes football, she likes football, we all love the
Not long till the footy finals, and speaking of, thanks to Chemist Warehouse, you can stock up and save now with the Chemist Warehouse half-price vitamins and cosmetics sale. Well, here we are, round 28 of the NRL. Our last mystery footy tipper was Phil Burton.
How'd he go?
He got a score of 4 out of 8.
Oh.
Today,
I'm kind of a big deal.
they debuted in 2007, making 127 appearances for two sides after an injury cruelly cut their career short. They managed to make lemonade out of lemon.
So it started with lemonade and made lemon?
Yeah, no, he's flipped it around.
Like a magician.
I know, because this man, everyone knows this man. He was big in the Tigers. He was big in the Sharks. He's everywhere. He's Bo Ryan.
Where are you from,
From
bro?
the area, Bankstown, Punchbowl, Lakemba, January to December, man, who's forever.
Outside to Bo Ryan, Ryan picks it up, there he goes, Bo Ryan. We know he can run. Ryan, though, winning the race.
Who is that? It looks like Bo.
Down and Bo Ryan bashes out
Here he is.
Here he is. Normally he's running around on an amazing race. We've been able to lock him down. Hello, Bo.
Hey, guys. Lemons out of lemonade. How good is that?
Yeah.
First person to ever do it.
Well, you know, no one wants sugar these days, mate, so you've got a new thing.
Nah.
Maybe you should set up a
Yeah,
stand.
my son does.
Yes.
My son wants sugar, so you're in the wrong industry in my house. No, she needs sugar. So, but I tell people, people go, who did you? Oh, you played for the Sharks, and I go, oh yeah, I used to play for the Tigers, and they laugh, and I said, no, we used to be good. Tigers used to be good. Many, many years ago.
Many moons.
And even though you've morphed into a TV presenter, radio, all of this, how much of your brain is still aligned to footy?
I love watching it. I mean, the first couple of years, I told you a while ago after I retired, I probably struggled watching it. I really struggled to sit there and, it was really hard. But the last couple of years, I love it. And this weekend's games, you flip a coin. I'm really into it.
Well, let's get into it.
Except for the poor Tigers again. Except for the Tigers. I made the trip out to the Spoon Bowl with the family. Took 3.5 hours to get there on the M5. I was going to say it was worth it, but to have 60 points put on them at home, you can only cover your kids' eyes for so long.
Have some sugar.
Have some sugar. We did. We had all the sugar in Campbelltown. So if you're looking for sugar in Campbelltown, none left.
It's all gone. The Ryan family stole it. So Panthers versus Roosters, Bluebet Stadium.
Huge game. You know what? I think it's going to be a reflection of the season, and I'm going to go and ambush here and say the Roosters.
Ooh. Hello.
I know. I don't, and the teams I'm saying, I don't definitely want them to win. I just think Roosters can do it. They're in their premiership window. They give teams windows. You know, every 5 years the Roosters are in it, and I think they'll play their grand final this weekend.
Okay, well, we'll say you of that about the premiership window. It's Storm versus Sharks. It's 2016 all over again. I will say this to anyone who care to listen, Bo. If the Sharks beat the Storm at Amy Park, they will win the grand final.
Let me just say, you said these very words last week. Have a listen.
Write this down. If the Sharks beat Manly at home, they will win the grand final. Yeah.
Which they did. So you can't add to your prediction to your prediction.
Well, to their prediction. If the Sharks win the grand final, they will win the grand final.
Yeah, that's a smart play, smart money. Huge game because we all know the Sharks have been very good for 3 years, or the last 3 or 4 years, but they fall apart postseason. We know this. This is their chance to shut the haters up. They've got a good record against Melbourne. They've beaten Melbourne before this year. They've beaten Melbourne in Melbourne. My daughter will kill me if I go against them, so I'm going to tip the Sharks by 1.
And then we've got Cowboys and Knights.
Oh, this is a hard one. Both of the teams have let me down so much this year in the tipping. Cowboys have hit form lately, but Newcastle, again, they're talking about premiership windows. All right, you flip a coin for this one. Have you guys got a coin? You got a coin there?
No, I don't.
Have you guys got a coin?
Jonesy, get out your credit card.
No one carries cash anymore. Only gangsters.
Flip 100.
Okay.
Amanda, flip 100. Flip 100 for me.
Flip your Amex.
I'm going to flip my gold Amex.
Here it is. Okay, she's just flip it. Here it is. Gemini Rye's got a coin.
Okay, got a coin.
Here we go. What are you saying?
Yeah.
It's
okay,
up.
we got to go. We'll go Tails Cowboys.
It's Tails Cowboys.
Okay.
That's you, mate.
And then we're rounding out the weekend with Bulldogs and Sea Eagles.
Ooh. You've got to go the Dogs. My friends will kill me if I go against the Dogs. I mean, Manly have got plenty of momentum. Tommy Turbo's back with one arm. The Dogs have got a lot happening during the week.
Yeah.
But, again, brave to tip against them. Every single person in Western Sydney will be at a core stadium, and I hope the Dogs get them. I do. I really do.
I've got a soft spot for the Doggies, as I have a soft spot for you. The Amazing Race Celebrity Edition at 7:30 on Channel 10. That's been Bo Ryan. Thanks, Bo.
Thanks for your time, guys, and go the Sharks. Come on, Jonesy. Go the Sharks.
This is happening. I've just said it. If they win the grand final, they will win the grand final.
You say a lot of things.
That's
Thank you, Bo.
Put the house on it.
Jonesy and Amanda. Sam Nation.
Podcast.
We're not gonna take it. I want you to get up right now. I feel like I'm taking crazy pills. Go to your windows, open them, and stick your head out and yell, I'm as mad as hell. I'm not gonna take this anymore.
Banning laptops in cafes. Does this pass the pub test?
A UK cafe chain has done this. It's banned laptops at lunchtime on weekdays and all day on weekends to clear room for customers who are prepared to spend more money, who are going to buy food, who aren't sitting there working. But actually, Jen Y. Rice said earlier, what's the difference between that and reading a book?
Oh, yeah.
But I don't think anyone sits and reads it. Not many people would sit and read a book all day in a cafe sitting on one cup of coffee.
If you read a massive big book like War and Peace, everyone goes, gee, he's smart. But if you're in there reading big and bouncy.
But often I think now that people are working from home, this is a thing people are on the lookout for, that they're going to sit and do all their work in a cafe, plugging into the cafe's electricity.
Using their Wi-Fi?
Using their Wi-Fi and only ordering one cup of coffee. So how do you feel? Banning laptops in cafes, is it fair? Does it pass the pub test?
Yes, it does, as the cafe has a business to run.
I think it does, yes. Because I'm sick of seeing couples go out sitting there on their phones or laptops and not talking to each other. They might as well sit at home in a lounge room.
Yeah, no, we have to let people do that. Everyone's got a job. I think those people and the mums that have to work from home and need a bit of a coffee, we should let them have a coffee in a cafe while they work.
Yes, it does pass the pub test because if you own a business and people come in and they just sit there, why not go out, sit in the park, sit in your car, sit somewhere else? I know that people need company, but do it somewhere else. It's very irritating.
Despite the fact that it adversely affects me, I think it does. You see people that are there that bring out their own snacks and their own coffees, and that's just rude. And it's not fair on the people who own the cafes.
Yeah, that takes balls. Bring out your own coffee.
Come on.
Jam Nation.
Well, lots of things going on today in the mental health sphere. It's Are You OK Day. We're about to talk to John Brogden, who has put together a book where he's talked to high-profile people, 15 of them, about their suicidal ideation and how close they came and what saved them. One of the people he interviews in his book is James Packer, who was interviewed on Channel 7's Spotlight program over the weekend. And it was a very frank interview.
I think my downs coincided with either being on the wrong medication or having too much stress at work. And when I say too much stress at work, that's code for too much debt and problems with the business. So either, business turning down or, royal commissions or being tossed out of China or something had gone wrong. I had people arrested in China. I was caught up in charges in Israel with, Netanyahu. And that same week literally was the week that it came out that I was engaged to Mariah Carey for a while, and that same week it came out that Mariah and I had broken up, and she thought I'd planted a story in a magazine about it, which I hadn't, that made her look bad, and so she was threatening to say things about me, and so I was, It was a train wreck. It was a train wreck.
God.
Yeah, he's been diagnosed with bipolar disorder and said he's on so many medications he doesn't even know what they are. He has a nurse who travels with him. Is being in the spotlight, does that make it even harder for you when you're really struggling with your mental health? Or can we learn from their insights and all of us can get something from it? John Brogden, who wrote the book about all that, is joining us next.
Jonesy and Amanda. Jam Nation podcast.
Well, you may know our next guest is a former politician, but 19 years ago, almost everything ended when John Brogden attempted to take his own life. He's not alone. The statistics are horrifying. Every day, 9 Australians die by suicide, more than double the deaths on roads. 75% of people who do take their own lives are male. Well, John's using his story and the stories of 15 others to help people shatter the silence around suicide. A new book called Profiles of Hope. John, hi.
G'day.
John.
How are you,
So nice to see you.
Are you okay, Day?
Yeah, absolutely.
You're okay?
Very important day. I am okay. How are you guys?
Yeah, I'm good.
We're good, thank you.
Hearing that thing from James Packer just before,
Yeah.
you can be whoever and it can just hit you.
Look, it was incredible. He was my first interview in the book, and I went and spent some time with him in his home in Argentina. And he's a guy who's incredibly privileged, incredibly wealthy, who focuses on his failures, not his successes in life, who, by his own admission, so I'm not trying to embarrass him when I say this, has an incredible struggle with his weight, has an incredible struggle with, when he's bouncing back and forth with alcohol and cigarettes and the like. And he's a great example of it doesn't matter how privileged you are, mental health doesn't discriminate. And after the Spotlight report, people blogged away with their comments, and they were universally supportive and sympathetic. You would have thought people might say, I don't care about James Packer, he's worth billions, he can look after himself. I've got real problems in life, he hasn't. But everybody who blogged said, you know, I feel for this guy. I had one person actually text me and say I was sitting next to my son, my adult son, watching this, who's got terribly overweight with some of the medication he's taking for his mental illness. And I said, look, even James Packer has that problem. So the way I wrote the book, with the interviews, was to get a collection of Australia's very wide cross-section of people so that everyone who reads it can look in and see a bit of themselves. So there's a great farmer in there, Peter Maloney, which tells that classic country story. There's a young bloke who survived his suicide only to spend at 16, suicide attempt, only to be now spending the rest of his life in a wheelchair, but with this incredible determination to walk again. And, you know, I ask a question of many people, did you have to get that low to bounce back? And almost universally they say yes. They also say, like Jackie Lambie, I wish I didn't have to get that far to bounce back. But they have bounced back. And in many cases, you know, I don't think Jackie Lambie, when she was 16 and joined the army, thought she'd be a senator, almost running the country sometimes with the things that she says and the way she resonates with the public. I think a lot of these people have had transformative changes, but there are some struggle stories in there where their success is actually just still being alive, and you know that they're still going through it. The way James was telling us on Sunday night, I mean, that was incredibly, I think raw is a great word for the way James went through it. And, you know, he's been there and I've been there. And what I want this book to tell people, as you said, Amanda, the 9 Australians on average who'll take their lives today. The 65,000 Australians every year who attempt suicide, 65,000, is there's a way through and there is hope, even when you think nobody cares. Because my experience was that I stuffed up publicly. I felt I'd shamed Lucy, our family, all my friends, all my supporters. I'd become such a burden that the best thing for me, not the only thing, the best thing for me was to take my own life. And I knew you guys back then. You used to have me in.
That was the day. Like, we were the last. We spoke to you on the night that you went to that function. And I said, you're in the box seat. Yeah. Bob Carr's resigned. You are going to be our next premier.
Well, yeah.
And then it just unravelled from there. And
it did.
And I remember at the time how we handled it. And I feel, I don't know if I had the mental capacity back then. You just say, oh, John's gone crazy. But then you look at it now, how you've come round. And the awareness about
What was the spike, though? What did save you?
Well, to be honest, what saved me was the police turned up to my office and got me early, well, before I died. That's what happened.
But how have you saved yourself every day since?
Well, through a number of ways, but without a doubt, you know, my lifeline is my wife and now our children. And, you know, that's good for me, but it's a challenge for them, right? I mean, I have suicidality and depression. I'll have suicidality probably for the rest of my life. What does that mean? That means part of my makeup is if something goes really bad for me, usually emotionally or personally, not so much like in business life and those sorts of things, but personally and emotionally, and if I catastrophize it in a way that you two might say, well, look, actually that's okay, you can get through that. But for me, I think I can't get through it. And then I start to think about suicide. So over 20 years since that happened, 19 years, I've begun to learn how to better handle that. So people often say, what does that include? And it does include, and this I think people thought this was arrogant amongst friends and family. But do you know how as Australians we're really good at having to go to Auntie so-and-so's Christmas party and people are rude to us or we don't like it or somebody's going to ask us the question. And I just don't go to those things anymore because I know they're going to upset me. Now, for a while, people would have thought, well, he's up himself or whatever it is. But I don't like big late night functions anymore. So there are a number of things I choose not to do because I know they'll either get me too tired, which is bad.
Yep.
And therefore, you know, batteries down and susceptible, or I just don't like them anymore, which is funny because in the old game you had to do 7 a week, right? One for every night. So everybody has their own solution. There's a fantastic story in there of this farmer called Peter Maloney, who was a Brisbane electrician but married a country girl, so had to go and be a farmer from scratch. And you know what farmers are like? They're pretty hard on people from the city and who become, new farmers. He found it incredibly hard to adjust. He had crippling dyslexia as a kid, picked on, all that sort of stuff. And he got to that point where he tried to take his own life, and it was only one of his kids riding up on a motorbike to where he'd gone to take his own life where he decided, no, I'm not going to do that.
Wow.
And he's turned that around and he's changed his life. He does meditation every morning, Qigong every morning. And here's the great thing for breakfast people, morning people, a 3-minute ice bath every morning. So a lot of people have radically changed their life and set it on a new path. And as I said, the fascinating question I ask is, did you have to get to that point to bounce back? And the answer is yes. But the message is that I want this book to tell people is there is a way through. You get to that point, you think no one loves you, you may burn some bridges along the way. And the reality is that might be true, but Lifeline wants you to be alive. A lot of people want you to be alive. And here's the thing, over the last 20 years, I think it's probably 20 years, we've got much better at realising that mental health, anxiety, depression, etc., is normal. It's just like people who have kidney diseases and heart attacks and all of those sort of things. It just happens to be an illness of the organ called the brain as opposed to a body, something in physical illness in your body. I think we've done great work there, and you guys have been in this industry for a long time. You wouldn't have had this conversation 30 years ago.
That's what I mean. Like 19 years ago, we've rounded a corner with it. I have, like in the old days, you'd say, because I don't have anxiety.
Yeah.
I do notice if I drink too much, I get hangxiety.
Yeah.
The next day I do get a hangover anxiety because I think, what did I say last night? Or what did I do? As I get older, so I'm adjusting how much I drink these days. I think that's part of just getting older. But what you've done as an advocate, I just commend you for it.
Oh, thanks, mate.
It's great.
And recognising your triggers is a very interesting point.
It's very important.
Practical thing to do.
It is. And that point about normalising mental illness is very important because more and more people talk about it. And, whether it's footy people or, famous people, people in the street, I often will say to people, and it's part also of breaking the barrier, how are you going? How's your mental health? Not how's your mental health? And often I'll know they've been through a tough time or they've got a tough time coming up. And people don't bullshit me on that point. They say, it's a bit... So that's changed. Are you okay is important. But we don't want to normalise suicide.
No.
Because we actually want people to live.
Yes.
We actually want them to live. So it's strange to say this. There's nothing normal about suicide. And I don't want anyone to think it's normal to suicide. And that's not a religious judgment or a value judgment. And I tried to kill myself, so I'd be the last person to impose that view. What I am saying is we want you to live. With apologies to Wham, choose life. You're better off being alive than dead. And we can get you through. We can get you through. And the challenge we have is those suicide numbers are very stubborn. They're not going down. But believe it or not, during COVID, suicide dropped 5% in Australia.
What did you put that down to?
Well, Jonesy's looking at me saying, what are you talking about? How could that be right? You know what I put it down to? A few things. There's no doubt JobKeeper was a lifesaver. People didn't have to worry about money in the bank. But put that aside, everybody put their head over the back fence or over the balcony in the unit block and said, do you need anything? In our little group of houses, the people down the road went to the old couple and said, don't worry, we'll take your bins up. We're going shopping. Do you need anything? We got a COVID dog. Of course, we got a COVID dog. And as you walk the dog, you don't just nod and say good morning. You stopped and chatted to people. I yelled this from the rooftops as the chair of Lifeline. Just ring somebody.
Yeah.
Just ring somebody for that day, somebody you haven't contacted for years or just drop them a text. And I think we became really connected. Suicide dropped almost the minute, presentations for mental health went through the roof. Lifeline's calls went through the roof. Now, that's a double-edged sword. You say, oh, my God, what a disaster. Lifeline's numbers have doubled. I say there's a lot of crisis out there, but thank God they're ringing
People are calling.
Lifeline. For 60 years we've been yelling from the rooftops, call Lifeline. And what happened is that the magic call we got, mostly from blokes, was not only is this the first time I've called Lifeline, I never thought I'd have to call Lifeline. Now, I see that as a great thing.
That's
that
a great
they're reaching
thing.
out.
Yeah.
But in terms of your own triggers, it's critical. But Amanda, I could be talking to you about diabetes. I could be saying, do this, don't do that, do this, don't do that, to have a good life to live with diabetes. I could be talking about heart disease, don't eat too much red meat, whatever you like. Therefore, I talk to you about what are the good things for your own mental health. Having depression, it is about getting the right amount of sleep. It is about not getting yourself in stressful positions. It is usually about not drinking much and not eating bad stuff. And it also includes getting like a half an hour of sun on your face every day. Now, you think, what's all that about? There is actually a chemical reaction that will be beneficial to your for battling depression, getting out in the sun and staying social. So Ian Thorpe's in this book. And he is the most, he has, I think, the greatest burden of fame of anyone I've met. He can't go down the road. I don't know how he goes and buys bread and milk, right, without being mobbed or asking for an autograph.
And also people judge him about his sexuality, all that sort of stuff.
Or looking at him, that staring thing, looking at him. And so his burden's incredible. He was swimming for Australia at 14.
Yeah.
And the sexuality point's fascinating. He tells the story in this book that at 16, when he was, winning and becoming a national sensation, because the bloke's 17 foot tall and, he's got the most extraordinary swimmer's body and recognisable. At 16, as he got out of the water, a journalist said to him, "Oh, are you gay?"
Yeah.
At 16.
No,
16.
I remember that.
Just extraordinary. He says in the book he later found out from that journalist, who was terribly embarrassed and apologetic, that he would have got the sack. The journo was told, "You'll get the sack if you don't ask that question." So now, thank God those
the media's
views have changed.
I think it has changed.
And society's changed. But with Ian, he has a list.
Yeah.
And he said, "I've got a list of things."
Checklist.
Well, he said, "I've got a list of things." I said, like a written list. He said, "Yeah, a written list." He said, "If I don't walk the dog for 2 days, there's something wrong with me. If I'm not cooking myself dinner, I'm not eating properly, there's something. If I'm drinking too much." And my friends have that list. It was fascinating. So they'll check in and
they'll say, "Have you done this?"
Yeah. Well, so that's about getting your network supportive. So there are lots of different stories in this.
John, you're giving the whole book away here now, mate. Sit on your treasures. Grab a copy of Profiles in Hope now at all good bookstores.
John,
I'm disappointed
to see you.
that you didn't bring Lucy's muffins.
Well,
I know I made an offhand comment 19 years ago that are a little dry.
Well, they were savoury. Who makes savoury? I remember it was something who makes savoury muffins.
Is that what you said, Brendan?
I've changed my attitude.
Is there a chapter on that?
I'm the biggest savoury guy in the world now. Jay Bro, it is so good to talk to you, mate. Thank you for coming in.
And thank you guys for always being there for me when I need to talk about mental health and suicide.
We're always here.
We always are, John. Thank you.
Thank you.
Jonesy and Amanda.
Jam Nation
Podcast.
That's right. Drivers, start your engine.
Who is our mystery karter? We've set up our go-karts at Eastern Creek Karting and we have a mystery karter about to rip around the track. Who have we got?
Let's see them go.
Here comes Speed Racer.
Well, looky here.
Wow. They're fast in the cars, but they're faster on their feet. It's one of their most striking features.
Quick was that?
Ryan's playing Scalextrics in here.
Look at her go. I'm surprised she got in the kart, though. I'm surprised she didn't trip over.
Yeah, She doesn't always make it to the finish line, but she's our best.
No, just before she comes around again, let's get Ellie. Oh, there she is.
Ellie's in Botany. Hello, Ellie. Do you know who it is?
Hello. Is it Sally Pearson?
No, it's not Sally Pearson.
It's not Sally Pearson.
Her name, let me just say this as well, before she comes around again and hogs all the noise.
Yep.
Her name is not Chelsea.
Here she comes.
Today, not Chelsea.
Not Chelsea.
Though Chelsea's a connection.
Natalie's in Windsor.
Natalie, do you know who it is?
Oh, I don't know. Okay, let's go with
Kathy Freeman.
No, not Kathy.
So what have we got so far? She's faster on her feet than in a cart. That's one of her most striking features.
Yep, she busted a leg.
Her name's not Chelsea,
She
though.
loves
There's a
balls.
connection between. She likes balls on the field, but maybe not at home.
Rick's in Lilyfield.
Rick, any idea who our Carter is?
Is it Samantha Kerr?
It is
Samantha Kerr. Sam Kerr! That's what she's all about. That is what she's all about. Congratulations, Rick. You've won $1,000. Thanks to Eastern Creek Karting. At Eastern Creek Karting, race just an inch off the ground in their super fast karts and feel like a real race car driver.
Do it again tomorrow. Well done. Sorry, it's so noisy. Sam, get out. Get out, Sam.
Honestly, Ryan,
What?
give an inch. We'll do it again tomorrow.
Jonesy and Amanda. Jam Nation.
Podcast.
Everybody shout! Come on now, sing out! It's time for the Ghoulies get together.
$20,000 for our favourite ghoulie of the year. What have we got today?
What gets my ghoulies is when we raised money for primary school. We used to buy raffle tickets, donate cash. Now I get a link sent for my grandkids. Here, raise Johnny's profile. Donate $50, $100, $20 to his credit card account.
Yeah.
Oh, I don't understand that.
The kid comes out with one of those little 4 square things, tap and go.
Wow.
What else have we got?
Hey, James and Amanda, what gets my ghoulies is people going the wrong way when they come into the petrol station. There's a circle of life. There's a way that things are done. Don't stop at the first Bowser. Go through to the second one. Don't come in the wrong way. Come in the right way. It's not that difficult. There's a sign that says no entry. Come on, make it easier for everyone. That gets my ghoulies.
Oh, there's a service station near me that's shaped like a wedge of cheese.
I know that
I
one.
cannot figure out who goes in where. People just, you're all
It
meet
is.
in the middle and it's highly
It's
stressful.
like Mad Max 2.
It's
Everyone's
terrible.
just trying to get their fuel.
Awful.
Out with the bad, in with the good if you dipped out. Doesn't matter. You can always contact us via the iHeartRadio app. It's 3 to 9.
Our favourite caller, email or Facebook friend wins a dinner to the value of $300 at Hurricanes Grill. You can find them at Circular Quay, Brighton, Pyrmont and Bankstown.
You also get that Jonesy and Amanda tea towel and key ring to boot.
Look, we're talking this morning about things you buy online, what you imagine you're going to get and what you do get. Someone went to TikTok to say that a croissant lamp they were given was very odd.
So I got this tea mood lamp as a gift from my sisters, and I had it in my room, and I came home from work after the hot day and there was like hundreds of ants underneath it. I'm almost wondering if this is a literal real croissant covered in resin. Hang on. I guess there's one way to truly know. It's literally food.
It's literally
It was
food.
literally food. So the tribal drum was beating for, this is what I ordered, this is what I got.
Here's Roanne from Dora Creek.
So my daughter had a show and tell art fair, science fair thing, and I thought, beauty, I'm going to order a spaceship off Temu, and I thought, we're going to build it, and it's going to be great, and, well, it came, and we were halfway building it, and I thought to myself, geez, this looks very peculiar and familiar. It looked like a male appendage. It had the pink top, and it had the rocket shape, and it had the brown hubs at the bottom, and my daughter was like, oh, well, Mum, I'm going to take this to school for show and tell. I went, hell no, you're not.
No, you're not. It's going to my top drawer.
Righto, you two. That's enough.
Well, on our show tomorrow, we're going to reveal for you the location. Our next, put it on the tab.
Yeah.
We've got movie passes to give away. We'll tell you where they are tomorrow.
Also, Chris Hemsworth.
Did I mention Chris Hemsworth?
Ugly Fella's next, and we'll be back from 6 tonight for Jam Nation. Good day to you.
Well, thank God that's over.
Goodbye. Goodbye. Wipe the tear, baby, tear from your eye.
Catch Jonesy and Amanda's podcast on the iHeartRadio app or wherever you get your podcasts.
Jonesy and Amanda.
Podcast. Catch up on what you've missed on the free iHeartRadio app.